Hello, hello. Good morning from Mexico. Good afternoon. And I'm going to work with like here. Oh, no. I'm going to do a cover. I'm going to change my camera. As you can see, hello, hello from Mexico. Good afternoon in Europe. Good evening everywhere. I hope you like this. I'm Blanca, I'm from Mexico, and today I'm going to work with a notebook cover. I'm going to do something for spring, something maybe romantic. Hello, Jill. Hi, Sandrom. I'm going to wait a little bit for people who want to join our live. Uh, you remember that sometimes we do lives in English, and today I'm going to do this live in Spanish. As you know, I'm from Mexico, so it's easier for me to speak both languages. Hola, buenas tardes. Soy Blanca, soy de México y soy parte del equipo de diseño de Pentart. El día de hoy voy a trabajar con esta cubierta. Es una cubierta de MDF. Le voy a poner algunas pinturas, voy a usar Chalky Paints y vamos a usar algunos productos de Pentart. Entonces espero que les guste y vamos a empezar a trabajar con algo que se llama Gubia. I'm going to work with this tool that I get here in Mexico. This is Gubia, and as you can see, this has this thing, and I'm going to do some lines. It's going to be like a barn door. I don't know if you see one of my projects. I think that in English the name is gauche. Some time ago I did a big door. I'm going to show you. This was the door that I did. So I'm going to do something like this. It's like a door, and it has rusty effects and good effects. And here it has rice paper. So I'm going, this is big, but I'm going to work something like this, but in a notebook. Un tiempo atrás hice yo esa puerta y hoy la voy a hacer, pero en pequeño, para que sea como la portada de un cuaderno. Hi Judith, hi Erzsebet, hi Ildiko. This door is 20 centimeters, more or less. I used to work in centimeters because in Mexico inches are not very common. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to do some marks at 4. So here is 16, 12, 8, and 4. And I'm going to do the same right here at 16, 12, 8, and 4. Yo suelo darles las medidas en centímetros porque en México no solemos usar mucho las pulgadas. Entonces, with my ruler, this is a metallic ruler, and with this part of the gauge, I'm going to do some lines. You have to be careful. And I don't know if you can see, but this is the effect that I want to get. I'm going to get some lines. I'm not going to cut a lot because I don't want to break this cover. So I'm going to do all the lines with this gauge. Con la gubia lo que estoy haciendo es hacer unas líneas para simular la madera. Y bueno, no le voy a pasar demasiadas veces porque tampoco quiero que se quiebre la tabla de MDF. Entonces, esto es lo que estoy haciendo ahorita. something easy. Sometimes when we bought the boxes and the pieces has some kind of lines, but sometimes we don't. We only have the surface that is very flat. So with this thing, now I have like some lines, and it's going to help me to do like a good effect. And let me clean a little bit. Entonces con estas líneas lo que estoy tratando de hacer es tener un efecto como si fuera de madera y ya obviamente no le corté demasiado, solamente las líneas para que se vea el efecto de la madera. Ahora voy a usar el acrylic primer. Este es el primer producto que voy a usar hoy. You can also use gesso, but right now I'm going to use the acrylic primer. It's easier for me to use the acrylic primer and then use the paints and acrylics and all the effects because I'm preparing the surface where I'm going to work. I'm not going to put a lot here in the lines because I don't want to cover them again. No voy a poner mucho del primer acrílico porque no quiero que se vuelvan a tapar las líneas que acabo de hacer. Entonces, le voy a poner solo un poco, pero tratando de no cubrir tanto esas líneas. Incluso si las necesitan, las pueden volver a marcar otra vez. Si sienten que ya se cubrieron demasiado, las pueden volver a marcar otra vez con la gubia. I'm going to use a rice paper that it's a little kind of old. It was from a horse collection from Stamperia. I love romantic papers, so as you can see at the beginning with the other project, I use flowers. Here is going to be a little bit different because the surface is smaller. Como la superficie de esta pues cubierta del cuaderno es más pequeña, pues va a ser un poco diferente la composición que voy a hacer. Pero la idea es esa, de hacer como si fuera una puerta de granero y y ya sobre esta empezar a trabajar. So here is my cover. The second thing that I'm going to do is to cut some cardboard stripes. Is like these ones. But as I want to work a little bit faster, I did something previously with this stencil that is like good effect. I used this structure paste. Why I'm going to cut these pieces? These pieces are 3 centimeters, 3.3 centimeters And these ones, I'm going to use them right here to help me to do the door. I'm going to use some clay pieces that I get from here. I use clay, hobby clay, and the mold that I used was this one, but I don't use the whole part. I only did this part, 2 pieces of this one. And these are going to help me right here. From other mold, I got this piece, and also I got some screws from other mold. This is going to be the idea that I'm going to work here. I'm going to paint these pieces like rust effect, and here I'm going to use this paper. I got this paper from the horses collection. I don't remember the name. Maybe Jill remembered that one. But this is the collection that I'm going to use. Maybe I'm going to use like this piece. And here is going to be the horse. Estas son unas piezas que yo hice previamente, ya están secas. Y lo que voy a hacer es poner eso. Otra idea, bueno, otra idea que pueden hacer también es con la misma pieza. Yo siento que ya es demasiado, pero esta podría ser otra idea que se podría poner. Poner este con ese marco o poner este con esta parte de aquí y ponerlo como si fuera un efecto rust. Y le vamos a poner flores y vamos a poner otras cosas. Entonces, estas son de cartón, por eso se doblan un poco. Y lo que yo hice fue usar el stencil que les mostré con la Structure Paste. Ahorita les voy a enseñar con otra de las partes, que fue lo que hice. Ya tengo otra. The back cover is already done. Here is the other part. And here I'm going to put this part and this part right here. And I try to prepare everything previously, but sometimes I lose the pieces. Here are the things that I'm going to use today. I lost one piece. Maybe when I put the I had other piece, but right now I don't like this one. The other piece I want to show you is one that can be right here. We can put the other piece right here. And here we can use the stencil. I'm going to show you how I did the stencil. Maybe you cannot see the structure base, but the structure base is already dried. The only thing that I did was with my spatula. And with the cardboard. And the product that I'm using is this one, the structure paste. Also, when I use the stencils, I used to use the modeling paste or the heavy body gel. It depends. The heavy body gel, for example, the glossy writes clear, so sometimes it's useful to use with the stencils. So this is the effect that I want to get with the paste and with the stencil. Let me clean the stencil because I don't want to damage. Remember always to clean your stencils or with water and soap, because these kind of pastes are really great and they dry so fast. Procuren limpiar sus stenciles en el momento de que los estén usando, porque la verdad es que estas pastas suelen ser muy buenas y se secan muy fácilmente. Entonces, si no quieren dañar su stencil, o lo limpian en el momento, lo dejan mínimo con agua y ya después lo pueden limpiar. Muchas veces yo lo que tengo preparado es una charola con agua y un poco de jabón y ya me aguanta un poquito más y ya lo puedo ir a limpiar después. So this was the stencil that I used. The next, I'm not going to do the both covers because the steps are the same, but I wanted to show you what was the idea that I had. And here I'm going to paint everything with brown color. This is the color that I'm going to use. This is the Decor Paint Chalky Brown, because then I'm going to use the medium, this one, the Vintage Effect Medium. So this is the first part, and when it's going to dry, I'm going to do other things. I'm going to paint with the Rusty Effects and or other things. Ahorita lo que voy a hacer es que voy a pintar con el color café todo y después voy a usar el Vintage Medium. Igual, no necesitan poner tanta pintura. Y recuerden que como ya tienen la pasta, si lo saturan demasiado, entonces la pasta se va a cubrir. Remember that you have I'm going to paint this one too, so it's okay that it's not clean. I'm telling them that as I have the paste, I don't have to use tones and tones of paint because I don't want to cover the paste. As I finish to paint with the brown color, I'm going to use the medium, and then I'm going to do the other things. The medium needs like 15 minutes to be ready, and when it's dried, you can put the other color. So you are going to need 2 layers of color. The first one is going to be like this, darker color, and then you are going to need the softer color. Les digo que después de que ya he pintado con el color café, entonces lo que voy a usar es el Vintage Medium, que se necesita aproximadamente unos 15 minutos para estar listo. Y ya cuando está listo, entonces ya pueden aplicar el otro color. Ahorita lo que estoy haciendo es poner una capa de color oscura y después del Vintage Medium voy a poner una capa clara. Ya después de que ya está lista, entonces lo que se hace es con una lija, le retiran un poco y queda muy bonito. I don't know how it's your week. My 2 last weeks were really crazy. One of my kids has problems with his wrist because he fall playing soccer, and the other one go camping last weekend. He has problems with the neck, so he has a special thing in the neck for 4 days. It's a problem to have teenagers that are very active. Hi, Elizabeth, how are you? Voy a poner este aquí para que esté más rápido y no tenga que estarla agarrando. Les digo que mis últimas semanas han sido un poco locas. Tengo unos adolescentes muy activos y uno de ellos se cayó jugando fútbol y traía una férula en la muñeca. Y el otro de ellos se lastimó el cuello, se fue de campamento y regresó con el cuello lastimado y ahora trae un collarín. Así que mis tardes han sido estar en el hospital. My daughter broke her wrist, and even the adult children cause parents to work. Oh, so the problems are not going to finish. It was crazy because we went to private hospitals here in Mexico when my kids get damaged. But with the first one, we spent more than 6 hours waiting for attention. So we were really bored. We were tired. It was crazy. The second one, it was a little faster, but I hate to spend my after my time in the hospital, and now I have to do everything because they can't help me because one have problems in the neck and the other one has problems in the hand. So if sometimes it's complicated to convince them to help mom, right now they say, "Oh no, I have problems. The pain is it's bigger and bigger," and it was not funny. Les digo que he tenido problemas con mis hijos y ahorita pues ya no pueden ayudar en nada, según ellos, porque están muy lastimados. Entonces, mamá tiene que hacer todo. Thank you, Liz. I hope that too. Honestly, I'm tired. And in the other side, my husband is going to have surgery. He have problems. He's waiting just for the insurance company to tell him that the surgery is approved, so I'm going to be alone here. Wow, you spend a lot of time to. uh, the the product that I'm going to use is this one, the Vintage Effect Medium. I'm going to put this in this one, and I'm going to use a sponge. Let me find the sponge here. And here it's, and I have to wait to be dried, okay? Hello from Norway. Hello, passion to create. Here you can use the product where you are going to sand, where you want to get the vintage effect. Or, for example, I used to cover all the surface, and then when I sand, I just sand in some places. Hello, Anna Dekoratőr. How are you? Where are you from? And I have to wait for this to be dried. And the next step is to, I'm from Romania. Oh, that sounds really, really far from here. Here is 11 a.m. I don't know, but maybe there is 6 or 7 p.m. And here is, right now, it's very hot. It's 31 Celsius. So if you see that I'm sweating, you know why. The next step that I'm going to do is to use the bonding primer, because, for example, this piece is from resin 730. Yes, Europe used to be 7 or 8 hours difference. Oh, my day is so different. You are resting and you're watching, but I have to cook. I have to go to school to get my kids, to go to soccer. 5:30 in the UK. 1 degree. Oh, here we are. 31. Just 30 more. Here is very hot. I don't know if you can see, but I'm painting all the pieces that I'm going to use later with the bonding primer. And I'm going to dry them. And then I'm going to use the rust effect set. I have -16 today. Oh my God. Is it snowing, Elizabeth? Les digo que aquí la verdad es que hace muchísimo calor en México. No sé si alguien de los que hablan en español de América Latina. Sé que en algunos países es diferente. Ahorita tienen épocas de calor y sí, acá se supone que es invierno, pero hace mucho calor. Very much snow. Oh, I just played with the snow when I went to Greece 20 years ago. Here is not very common. So just in some places in Mexico, they used to have snow. Oh, I love snow, but I love snow in movies. I don't know if um, I can handle the snow and those degrees. Here is a paper that I'm going to use. I'm just using a little bit of water because I'm going to cook this. So as I'm eating ice cream, you are drinking cocoa or cocoa or some chocolate or coffee. It's so different our winter. Aquí ahorita lo que estoy haciendo es cortando. Yo no suelo usar la tijera con el papel arroz, más bien con agua y a cortar para que después se pueda integrar el papel arroz a la superficie que yo quiero. Here I'm going to, as this is cardboard too, so and it's white. So I'm going to glue this here. First, maybe I'm going to use a little bit of the primer, and then I'm going to glue with the decoupage glue. I'm using again the acrylic primer. Here, I used to show you the caps of the products that I'm using. If you want to see them closer, just let me know. I love these primers. They really, really help me to work. Here in Mexico, honestly, we have primers that they are not so good because if you scratch the surface, your paint and everything is going to fall. That's why I'm so happy to be in the design team of Pentart because the products are really, really good quality. Quality that it's complicated to find here in Mexico. Let me dry. The other camera is in the side, so I don't used to say hello to the other side. I'm just drying. And then I'm going to glue this here. Here is the other product, is the decoupage varnish glue. Right now I'm going to use this one that is the matte. Oh no, here. Passion to create have them in Norway. Oh, I'm jealous. I just can't get Pentart when Pentart send me boxes of the products because no one is selling here in Mexico the products. And if I want to order them, I have to pay a lot of money to the customs, and it's I can get another from no one here. And yes, I know. The problem here is that we can get the products directly. You cannot get the products via by plane. The products have to arrive first to the US, and then you have to pay someone to bring them to Mexico. So the cost of that is really, really crazy. It's expensive to do that. And here I'm going to use this one. This is the paint set for rust effect. You remember, I used to use a lot of these products. I love them. And I'm going to paint all of this. This color is the ochre. This color is the red brown. But I'm going to need a needle because it doesn't want to go out. Let me see if this can help. This is the red brown. This color is the early brown. And the other one is the red clay. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello again. These are the 4 colors that I'm going to use, and this is the 3D powder. You can mix it with any color. I used to mix it with the brown color, and then I'm going to apply. This is one that came also in the set. So you can mix. I love this powder because it helped me to have texture in the surface, but the color is the same. It doesn't change the color. It doesn't make the color softer. Les digo que me gusta este polvo porque cuando lo mezclas, viene en el set del Rust Effect, y cuando lo mezclas, no hace que el color se vea más claro, sino que los sigues conservando el mismo tono, pero logras que, que tengas ahora textura. I use Hobby to do this, but you can also use the resin or other things for your casts. I'm not painting everything because I'm going to use for the four colors, but as you can see, my brush is not new because I want to go inside the pieces, and I'm also I'm using the powders. So with a new brush, I'm going to cry because it's going to be like old when I will finish. Cuando hago estos efectos, la verdad es que uso de mis pinceles más viejitos, porque entre que quiero entrar en las piezas y entre que tiene un poco del polvo, si usan los pinceles más nuevos, pues los van a dañar. Entonces, con un pincel viejito, y así aunque se maltrate, pues ya no les va a doler tanto. Como ven, de los colores, uno es café, uno es más como tendiéndole al rojo, uno es más como si fuera un color naranja, y el último es un color como si fuera amarillo ocre. Entonces son los colores que ahorita vienen en el set, y ya después también pueden aplicar otros colores. La verdad, siempre lo que han sido los efectos del oxidado me gustan demasiado. Y mientras, pues esto se está secando, ya está prácticamente seco, por eso puse ahí la charola. Se secó muy rápido. Con el calor que está haciendo, all the products dry so fast right now here in Mexico because it's very hot. And then we can play a little bit with all the colors. when I used to do projects with the rust effects, I can spend hours and hours trying to get the effect that I like. I'm going to control myself right now. If not, we are going to spend a lot of hours here. And sometimes I wait that this dries, and then I come back with the colors, and I really enjoy this part. Oh, have a nice evening, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Les digo que puedo estar horas y horas haciendo estos efectos. Muchas veces puedo pintar y después dejar secar y luego regresar y retomar y volverle a dar algún toque que sienta que le haya hecho falta. Y muchas veces lo ven así cuando está mojado, pero cuando se seca cambia. Sometimes you see like this, the rust effect, but when it dries, it's totally different. So wait, and then you can come back to see the colors that you get. I really love spring projects. It's so much fun. Sometimes the snow effects and the ice effects are complicated for me because I don't have the real idea how to work with them. As you can see, I'm only playing with the brush, and this is going to be the center. This is going to be in the middle of the project. As this is dried, I'm going to cover with the other color that is going to be the softer color. And remember that here we are going to have the composition. With the brush, I'm going to use this one that is the vintage beige. It's also from the chalky paint colors. And you can play with the color like this, or you can cover completely and then you can sand. And remember that we have the vintage effect. It doesn't have to be perfect. We are trying to do something vintage, something old. You can also play at the end with antiquing gels. Les digo que ahorita lo que estoy usando es otro de los colores que son como si fueran pintura a la tiza. Cuando secan son mate, la verdad quedan muy bonitos. Y pues no es necesario que quede perfecto, porque después de todos modos vamos a, se puede usar la lija y al final pueden usar los anti-king gels para las orillas y así. Entonces no tiene que quedar totalmente perfecto. Let me see if I can get a bigger brush. This is a soft brush, and I'm going to paint right now everything. As I want to get a good effect, I'm not going to paint in all directions, just up and down. And it's going to help me also to give me the good effect. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it, you have to get the old effect when, for example, you go to the farms here in Mexico. Some of them are really, really old and then don't use to paint every year. So you can see that they paint and maybe 5 years later they paint and the other paint is really old and damaged. Mm, maybe here it's going to be okay, and it has to dry. Also, if you want, you can use, for example, here, as I want a vintage look, I can use here the clear stamps, and I have some inks here. This is the Momento, it's the nautical blue color. And maybe I can use this one and this one. But first I'm going to dry, then sand, and then I can use the inks. I don't know if you can see the rust effect. It's dry, almost dry, and the colors are so different than when they were wet. They were like orange, and right now you can see a little bit of the rust effect. Let me see where I put the sandpaper. This was the other part. Um, this is the sandpaper that I'm going to use. Is the number is in Mexico is the D08160 because it has big grains here, and they are going to help me to get the old look that I want. Don't sand too much because I don't want to see the white color. I want to see the brown color that I get. Here also the paste that I put at the beginning is helping me to get this texture. And then here you have to be careful because as it has big grains, also we are going to have big lines. Just here and there. Don't spend too much time here because remember that we are going to put these parts on the horse. You can play again with these ones. And right now I can glue this here and this here. For this, I'm going to use the express glue. I hope this is not going to be. Yes. Como les decía ahorita, estaba usando una lija, es de grano grueso, y esas me ayudan mucho para obtener el look que quiero. Nada más tengan cuidado porque a la hora de estar haciendo las líneas, que les queden derechitas, no pierdan mucho tiempo en hacer en la base, porque también recuerden que vamos a usar más piezas y que van a estar cubriéndolo todo. Hola Patricia, ya te vi por ahí. Estábamos platicando del clima. ¿Cómo está el clima por allá? Les digo que aquí hace muchísimo calor. Aquí estamos a 31 grados centígrados y se supone que todavía es invierno. Pero algunas de nuestras amigas están en Europa y en Europa pues la verdad es que sí, le sigue nevando. So I'm going to glue this right here. Ardemos, el sol está imparable, wow. Y te digo que aquí estamos a 31 grados centígrados. Hace calor. Y estos yo creo me van a costar un poco de trabajo. Estas las voy a pegar mejor con el Heavy Body Gel. These ones I'm going to glue them with the Heavy Body Gel because as they are not really flat, it's going to be complicated to glue them. So it's going to be easier. I don't use hot glue because hot glue is not very strong. So I'm using this one, the heavy body gel matte. I use a lot of glue. Also, the resin pieces. For the resin pieces, you can use this glue. And here is going to be this one. And this one is going to be here. Sometimes the glue appears. So I'm going to clean this thing. And this is the other one. Oh, thank you, Anna. And for the back cover, you can do the same, but in the other side. For example, you can put these ones here, and then the other parts that are drying, this one here, and I found the other piece. This one can be here. So you can have the whole door. But as this is a cover, I want something of color or some pieces. And then I'm going to use the antiquing gel for some parts of the project. This color is the ochre. I'm just using a little bit of this one. So I'm not cleaning the excess because I'm just using a little bit of this one. What do you think? If you want, you can use also a little bit of the dark one. This is the brown color. Just in some parts, not everywhere. Just playing. Just having fun. It's like an old door. And maybe this is this one. Momento. And you can use this everywhere just to give this some color. I don't know, what do you think, but maybe if you want, you can use flowers for decoration. That's it. If you are like really romantic and you don't want this kind of romantic thing, maybe you can use here something like this. And you can also use the heavy body. Let me clean a little bit of this one. And I love roses. So this can be the project. What do you think? I'm going to show you closer. This is the rust effect and the medium and some of the stamps with the Memento ink and chalky paint, glue. This is a project that I have in my mind. What do you think? I hope you enjoy it. Espero que les haya gustado. Este era el proyecto que yo tenía en mi mente, un poco de sellos, un poco de efecto rust, flores, algo sí romántico, pero también oxidado, algo viejo, algo vintage. Entonces espero que les haya gustado. Y bueno, ya después les subiré las fotos. Voy a hacer la parte de atrás. I'm going to do the back cover and I'm going to finish the notebook, but the idea is going to be the same. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching and follow us in Pentart and Pentart Decor Facebook pages, also in Instagram. So thank you. Thank you a lot. Have a nice day or night, evening. Bye-bye.